Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for what's lucky for you in March of 2023. We're going to pull 3 theme cards here and then also a month card to help clarify and sort it out. No matter what comes out in these readings, it is something that is lucky. Even if it feels like it might be a loss of some sort, it means there's something better coming. Always check out your sun, moon, and rising. I am not putting the cards back in, so you will have a different reading for every one of them. And so you may find that more than one of these really relates to you. What's this one? Okay. Oh, February. Could be your birthday month. So something around February, either something that started in February, a thought that occurred to you, an event, something that happened, somebody that was born in February, could be you. Or the coming February, you will see a completion of some part of the cycle that is starting with what's lucky here in March. We have planets shifting. We've got Aquarius. I'm sorry, one more time. We've got Pluto moving into Aquarius, and so that is also going to cause a shift, and it may take a year for you to start to see something that's happening from that. So it may be a year. Okay, for this, because you have the hat, you will be playing a different role. And you have the rooster, an arrogant person you should not cross. And a deepening friendship with someone of the same sex. So it may take a while for all these different things to come in. These may be related or they may not be related, right? So an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I would definitely, I feel like you will be lucky and avoid that situation. I think that you will have an awareness of it when that shows up like that. So, and some of you, it may be that I don't... For some of you, it may be that you're really proud of something you're doing and you're putting it out there. And whereas under some circumstances, it may seem very arrogant and boastful to do so, but I almost feel like it would not come across that way because this is what's lucky. And so it may be that you touting what it is that you're really good at is what allows you to step into another role, right? That self-confidence. It's also, the rooster is about rising with the sun. And so there's the sun was in your sign very recently because we're just now into Pisces, right? And so it could have been something that started and as you announce it, right? I feel like there's an announcing energy to it. I would try to avoid being too cocky about it. It is a rooster. But at the same time, I don't know that announcing it out there would hurt you. I feel like it could be very beneficial. So we have overall energy. We have the mountain, but I want you to notice there is a path. She's on the path. And she's surrounded by spirit as she makes her way through the mountains on a path. And so whatever obstacles seem to be in front of you, you have spiritual guidance along the way. You are very lucky in that people will show up or opportunities will show up. And I feel like Spirit is putting things in your path to allow you through it. But there is a caution here, which is weird. I feel like you could win an argument but lose the war. I would like to warn you about that. Even though this is supposed to be a lucky reading, that message is coming through because of some stuff I'm seeing here. So I'm not going to avoid saying it, but it could be that you get into an argument with somebody at work and they're like, oh, you're out of here. And you're like, well, that's fine. And then you land on your feet in a much better position. Financially, emotionally, whatever. It suits you. It fills you up better. So again, a loss doesn't necessarily, I can't say you won't have losses, but I can say that they are for your benefit if they're happening under the energy of this reading. So what we have going on here, and the reason I say that is we have the card of arguments and quarrels here in the action to take. And I almost wonder if someone's really boastful, you need to stand up and speak up and say what it is you need to say, right? And I feel like that will benefit you. You might be supporting someone that is really important to you. And because you step up and you step in and say to somebody, hey, look, that is not the way to act about this, that, or the other thing, right? You standing up might be what ends up creating this deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And so, because here the key to the situation is this friendship card. And so I do think that it might be that you are defending somebody. And if you feel called to do that, you know, nobody's better with words than Aquarius. Nobody is. So here we have this separating the chaff from the wheat. This is a sharp, clear ending, a quick change. This is very decisive energy here in the energy of where you're trying to receive news and information. And so when you get this sharp response, it could be communication is sharp. It could be, okay, that's it, I'm done with this, I'm out of here. But because it's a harvesting, it could be the completion of a cycle that leads to rewards, right? Because when you harvest wheat, you get the wheat, which is worth money, right? The grain's worth money, but the straw is also worth money. You feed the livestock with it, right? And so it feels like nothing is lost, but it's a very sharp, decisive decision information that comes through. And the information is something you've been waiting on in order to make a decision, because we have the card of the letter here. And so while you've been maybe waiting around for this information, it is going to change where you're going to be a year from now. You will be playing a different role. And so I feel like this is a very significant change that evolves over the course of the next year. So where you are right now in some situation that is uncomfortable, that you feel is repetitive and annoying, it's going to create the desire within you to make a change, to commit to a change. That's what it feels like. There is something in your life that you don't like, and it's really bothering you, and you're going to commit to making the change. This is about being loyal to yourself and anchoring into your heart space about what it is that feels like joy, what it feels like happiness, what is important to you. Because this card of commitment and the outcome card, and I feel like you're like, yeah, no, I've made a decision. I don't have to do this. And I think you've been being encouraged to make a change and to move things along, but you've been hesitating because in the area of what has been the obstacle, we have this very slow movement forward of the ship here. But that is about moving things forward. But remember, you will be guided through the path. You will be guided through the mountains, through the obstacles. And so I think you make the decision to and I think you should trust yourself. Right? In the area of resources, you have the male card, which is this go. Let's take action. Let's move things forward. And so I think by following your intuition, because that's how you're going to transform the situation, the moon card, facing your fears, and being willing to listen to your higher self and your inner knowing will allow you to commit to, I believe, a new path. I think one that takes you in a direction that is very beneficial for you in the long run. You know, I keep calling that the mountain card, but, oh no, I know what it looks like. I wanted to make sure it wasn't the decision card. All right, so let's get a little more guidance on this, but honestly, this looks like a couple of things. One, you have a friendship that is going to deepen over the course of the next year. That is wonderful. And I think, too, that some argumentative situation, whether it is a boss-employee situation or a coworker or, I don't know, a friendship that's just too much. It's not working, or it's some kind of thing that there's constant arguments and disputes. I think you're like, I'm committing to making a change and not doing this. Wow, you have the blue jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. You'll want to beware that you are not cocky and boastful. When this says, do so with humility and control. I think you're totally capable of doing whatever it is that you want to do here. And I do think that announcing to the world and stepping up and saying what it is that you want will be very beneficial. I think the time for arguing about it is over and it is decision time. And I think there's a need for you to commit to what it is that you really want to do. You have the Seraphael here, tune into the divine will and open to higher illumination. How do you transform the situation? Tune into the divine will and open to higher intuition. Like information is coming through. And so really listening to yourself and really giving yourself the space to follow your heart. Anchor into what is of value to you. When you do the things that truly make you happy, that are in alignment with your values, right? That's when we win every time. So, community, healing, divisions, teamwork, freedom. Healing divisions, I really think that, you have a chance here to, I guess you could be mending the situation, but I don't see the healing cards. I think this is about you deciding that this isn't the course for you and you're heading off in a new direction. So this is Lilac Spirit Quartz. And you could be healing a situation with a friend, and that's just two different things happening, right? It could be multiple things. So I think that if you're feeling a little separated from someone that's a value to you, a deep friendship, I think it takes it up to another level. I do think that as far as career and finance, in some way, or playing a different role a year from now, you could be a parent a year from now. That's a different role for sure. But whatever it is that you're trying to do here, whether you're trying to create your own business and the different role that you have as you're no longer the employee, but you're the employer, humility is going to get you a lot farther than being boastful. But at the same time, there is a need to be really proud of yourself and what you're doing and being willing to say so. So you have nurtures love for self and others, the rose. So this is a nice essence to work with, essential oil of rose, or even the plant itself, nurture. Boy, I tell you what, rose gardens require a lot of effort. Nurture love for self and for others. And this is this commitment, and I think it's a friendship. A friendship that you really value needs a little bit more of your time and attention right now too. And I think that pays you so much dividends moving forward, right? This community and this healing division. So it looks really interesting, Aquarius. Your readings are always interesting to me. All right, you guys take really good care. I'm on Facebook every day. If you like this kind of reading, let me know in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll talk to you again soon.